No one expected that night to become unforgettable, least of all Taehyung himself. Birthdays had always been meaningful to him, but this one arrived quietly, almost slipping past the chaos of schedules, rehearsals, and the constant pull of the world watching. Yet Jungkook had been counting the days in his own way, holding onto a plan that lived quietly in his heart, waiting for the perfect moment to unfold. From the very beginning of the day, Jungkook was different. He smiled more, spoke less, and watched Taehyung with an intensity that went unnoticed by everyone else. Taehyung, lost in laughter and conversation, had no idea that every detail, every laugh, every sigh, was being carefully memorized. Jungkook knew this wasn't just a birthday. It was a chance to give something deeper than a gift. As the evening settled in, the atmosphere changed. The lights softened, the noise faded, and Taehyung assumed the celebration had ended. He thought that was it. A simple day, warm but ordinary. But Jungkook asked him to wait, his voice calm yet oddly serious, as if he were holding back something important. When the music started, it wasn't loud or flashy. It was familiar. A song Taehyung loved but rarely talked about. His eyes widened slightly, confusion mixing with curiosity. Jungkook stepped forward, not as a performer, not as the golden magne the world knew, but simply as someone who wanted to speak from the heart. He didn't rush his words. Jungkook spoke slowly, his voice steady but filled with emotion. He talked about the first time he met Taehyung, about how his laugh felt like sunlight on days when everything felt heavy. He spoke about moments fans never saw, late nights, quiet conversations, shared silences that said more than words ever could. Taehyung stood frozen, hands clenched at his sides, eyes glistening. This wasn't something he expected. Jungkook wasn't just celebrating his birthday, he was honoring his existence. Every sentence felt like a memory gently placed into Taehyung's hands. Then came the surprise no one anticipated. Jungkook revealed something he had worked on for weeks, a song, unfinished, raw, and imperfect. He admitted it wasn't meant for the charts or the stage. It was meant only for Taehyung. Every lyric carried pieces of their journey, hidden emotions wrapped in melody. As Jungkook sang, his voice trembled slightly. Not from nerves, but from sincerity. Taehyung felt it immediately. The way the lyrics spoke of comfort, understanding, and staying, no matter what. It felt like Jungkook was saying things he had never said out loud before. By the time the final note faded, Taehyung's eyes were full of tears. He laughed softly, trying to hide them, but Jungkook saw everything. He always did. Without hesitation, Jungkook stepped closer, closing the distance between them, and simply said, "Happy birthday. Thank you for being you." That was the moment Taehyung broke. He pulled Jungkook into a hug that lingered longer than usual. It wasn't dramatic, but it was real. The kind of embrace that spoke of gratitude, trust, and a bond built over years of shared dreams and struggles. Later, when fans replayed the clips and analyzed every glance, they sensed it too. Something genuine had happened. Something unplanned, yet perfectly timed. It wasn't about romance or speculation. It was about connection, the kind that doesn't need explanation. Taehyung later admitted, in his own subtle way, that the birthday felt different. He said it felt full. Jungkook didn't say much in response, only smiled, the way he does when his actions speak louder than words. Behind the scenes, the night continued quietly. No cameras, no lights. Just conversations, laughter, and the comfort of knowing someone truly sees you. Jungkook listened as Taehyung talked about his fears, his hopes, and the weight he sometimes carried. Jungkook reminded him, gently, that he wasn't alone. That he never had to be strong all the time. That it was okay to lean, to rest, to be vulnerable. And Taehyung listened, because this time, the words came from someone who had walked beside him every step of the way. Birthdays come and go, but moments like this stay. They become memories you return to on hard days. They become quiet sources of strength. For Taehyung, this birthday wasn't marked by candles or wishes, it was marked by being understood. For Jungkook, it wasn't about planning something grand. It was about presence. About choosing to show up in the most honest way possible. About giving Taehyung something no wrapped gift ever could, a reminder of how deeply he mattered. Fans may continue to debate and analyze, but some things exist beyond labels. What happened that night was simple and profound. Jungkook made Taehyung's birthday special not by trying to impress the world, but by touching one heart in a way that would never be forgotten. And long after the candles were blown out, long after the night ended, that warmth remained, quiet, steady, and real, just like the bond they shared.